Today we will be assembling the trike for the first time. Taking from the box, putting everything together is a very simple thing. It's important that you follow step by step so we do it right. Take your time, get someone to help you. You can follow the video, look at the owner's manual step by step, and you will learn in the process. We have a trike in the box, folded. We have batteries. This is another accessory that comes with the vehicle. There is the gear bag. It goes around the battery. We'll use the strap here to belt around the battery. So every time you replace a battery, you have to remove the gear bag and put it back. Inside of the pocket, you will find a knob and a tool. And the knob is what keeps the gear bag connected to the battery. So make sure that you install by hand and finish with the tool. Here you have the trike, it's folded. You have the handlebar packed in this envelope. So here we have the front wheel and the back wheels. As a one-man operation here, I'll bring the trike this way, cut these tapes for the handlebar, pull the trike this way and scoot it outside of the box. The frame is locked, okay, folded. So to unfold the frame, you will access this knob, unscrew the knob like 3/8 of an inch. The same I will do on the other side. It's time to unfold the frame. I will suggest that you pump and squeeze the left brake and lock. So we are locking the front wheel, and then you will pull this, and you see why it's important to have the front wheel locked, because it will not move much. Leave the handlebar dangling here, and now we will have to lock the folding mechanism. So what I do, I put my foot here, I pull the front structure, I lean this side, and I'll put some tension here, and I will lock this safety bolt. I'll do the same on the other side. So if you have a difficulty locking or unlocking the folding mechanism, you can unlock using any screwdriver here. And if you have trouble locking it, you can use a mallet and it's locked. The safety bolt, it will prevent the mechanism from releasing. Now that we have the frame mounted, lean the trike to this side so you can set the kickstand so it's stable for you to work on the handlebar now. Just make sure that the steering column is locked, so this is the lock. So if you unlock, you can see I can turn the front wheel side to side, but you want to keep it straight and lock this way because we need it steady. Now we will assemble the handlebar to the post. Pay attention to the cables. I have this way, but the handlebar goes the other way. So what I'm doing is twisting this way, so each cable is placed in one side. I will go over the post, and you can see the post will get inside of this hole here. So make sure that the cables are not on the way. You will move it back and forth, and you will look from the top until it's leveled. You see these two blue lines is basically the factory alignment. So you have the front wheel aligned and straight with the handlebar. We are now on the handlebar mounting and alignment. We installed the handlebar already. We have to align and we have to tight. We'll use the biggest Allen wrench, that is the 6 millimeters, and we'll torque these two bolts, but move this and align the blue lines perfectly. And remember, this is a steering, is your handlebar. You want it really tight. Take your time, go back and forth on these two bolts, alternate, and do the quick release. Bring the handlebar a little bit higher so these cables are straight. So we want to reconnect these to the clamps. Now we will install the battery to the vehicle. This is a tray where we have the connectors, the prongs here for connecting. Grab the whole battery with the gear bag. Make sure the battery is switched off. You don't want to install the battery powered on. Seat the battery here in an angle. But you see we have a safety cable and we have a hook here on the battery. You want that safety cable to engage the hook, and now you have the battery in place. But the battery is not locked. We have to use the key. You can use your body here to push the battery against the frame, and you will turn this key half turn. Remove the key after you lock the battery to the frame. You can see the battery is secured really well to the frame. We'll need to inflate the tires. We have a label that shows that the front should be at the 28 psi and the rear at 36 psi. Now we will start operating the vehicle. First thing, we'll have to pump and fill the brakes. If the brakes are engaging and with some pressure, good pressure. Squeeze the lever, lock the parking brake, squeeze the lever, lock the parking brake, so we have the rear and the front locked. Adjust the headlight here. Okay, it has to be pointing down, and we'll check all the lights. First, we'll turn on the battery. You should see all the lights on. The front markers, they will always be on when the battery is on. You have the halo around the square headlights. Turn signals here, left and right. We have 3 buttons. The first one is the air horn. The second one is a siren. You have to touch again to turn it off, and there's another tone here. You have to touch again to turn it off. We have in this vehicle, the 72XL, we have 7 emergency lights. Depending on the application, is a different color. This one is red and blue. 2 on the front, 2 on the sides, 1 in the back, 2, 1 each side here on the deck. Once our check is complete, we want to make sure that we can drive the vehicle. The brain of the drive system is the display. We will press the M button, and you see that the display comes on. We are ready to go. Just release the brakes and they start twisting the throttle. All 3 wheels start pulling the trike. Stand on the vehicle. Make sure the suspension is working okay, that you can lean the vehicle okay, that you can steer left and right. So twist the throttle and start the first ride. For parking, you can see I'm dismounting, going to the left side of the vehicle, leaning the trike that way, setting the kickstand, and turning the handlebar and leaning the trike over the kickstand so it's stable. Another thing, you can lock the parking brakes so the trike will not move. The battery can be charged on the vehicle or outside of the vehicle. Here's our charger, basically comprised of box, this C connector that connects to the battery. You see this line, the blue line, aligns with this metal part. So I will push it in, and then I have to turn 45 degrees, and you can charge the battery here, or to disconnect you will have to slide this metal part here up and turn. Now we will charge directly on the vehicle. Remember, the metal part aligned with the blue line, you will push it in, and then we'll turn 45 degrees and it starts charging. The charger has lights here, and when this blue light is on, it will be charging. When the battery is fully charged, this other light will show here.